Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings, and namaste to you all. I'm here to do a divine collective message. Before I do start, I would like to put my disclaimers out that I am not a psychic. I'm just a messenger. I'm here to provide the purest love and light vibes from the Most High Creator, my spiritual team, guides, God, Gaia, the universe, the Most High Source. Let me make sure that my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Yep. Okay. And this is in the purest love and light vibes possible. So we remove any dark entities, evil eye vibes, negativity, dark energies from this space. We keep it divinely protected by our archangels and the Most High Creator, the Source. Okay. So this is a channel download energy that I'm receiving in this moment, time, and space. It is in no way, shape, or form to impose my feelings, thoughts, or beliefs into your life. I'm one reader. You may resonate with another reader, which is cool with me. Find the reader that's best for you, okay? Keep in mind that your free will, discernment, and intuition are always a key factor. And also keep in mind, this is a non-judgment zone. I'm just going with the flow of the energy in this moment, time, and space. So this is not a debate. If you don't like it, you just don't like it. And so, yeah, but it's an open floor here with this message. The message is really, like I say, my messages are for healing purposes, confirmation, or just guidance, or for anybody who resonate with it. And this journey could be a lonely path for chosen vessels as they complete divine missions. And it could be a lot of unexplainable things. 155 on a timer. Yeah, there's a lot of unexplainable things that happen in unexplainable situations and experiences that we can't really relate to other people without sounding like we cray. It's like, no, this is my life. Just please hear me out. And that's why another reason is you just stay to yourself, right? You keep to yourself in those times. So this is a collective space for those to connect and relate to each other and being open-minded about the spiritual mission, the spiritual gifts, and the spiritual journey, and the spiritual process, and these spiritual paths that we keep going down, or these spiritual lessons, these spiritual epiphanies. It's a lot. And I do have people in the background, so I do apologize. Let me see, I might turn my music up. So I'm not sure how long this message is going to be, but I did get some channel energy. I was getting ready. Spirit was like, okay, a message is coming through. So I'm like, okay, let me prep, put my meditation music on, just kind of going with the flow here to be prepped for this message. And so, hold on, and I'm multitasking too. So to get prepped for this message, and in the midst of that, my meditation music was like the first thing to pick. And then the next song was a Rich Homie Quan song. It was a video that was just released 3 hours ago on his actual YouTube page. And the video is called Intro. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, this was 3 hours ago. So this is a new video. He probably, unfortunately he has passed. And the video has been released after his passing. I didn't fully watch the whole video. 3:44 on the timer. Okay, Spirit. So when I name angel numbers, it's just my spirit team showing up. So if I say them too much, I apologize. But it's also just confirming my downloads. And his video was called Intro. And I kind of saw like the first maybe 30 seconds to a minute. No, probably just 30 seconds. 4:11 on the timer and 4:14 on the timer. So 4:11 is the 411 information. And speaking of 4:15, that was the length of the video. It's so chicken scratched. But I heard Rich Homie Quan new video. And today is October the 7th of 2024. So Rich Homie Quan new video intro appeared on my timeline to watch next. Video length is 4 minutes, 14 seconds. So 414. And then I heard people are about to be introduced and reintroduced to you. So you got like this intro here. Like, for example, okay, thank you, spiritual team. Because unfortunately, yes, he has passed. But it's like he's been reintroduced spiritually to people, on a spiritual level to people. Wow, this is a deep ass message. Okay, so Rich Homie Quan energy is definitely signifying your rebirth, your spiritual rebirth. Because yes, you're physically still here listening to this message, but it's like your physical, even though you're in this physical form, you have been spiritually, I'm hearing spiritually challenged. A lot of people out here are spiritually challenged to be spiritually reborn. And unfortunately, sometimes spiritual rebirth comes after the physical form is gone. But see, you broke like a Divinity code for 5:45 on the timer. So 5:45. Yeah, Spirit is telling me like you broke some sort of Divinity code, because your physical is still intact after all of this hardships or spiritual warfare, spiritual attacks, spiritual backtrail. I'm about to say betrayal and backstab. So yeah, you've been through a lot of backtrails, backstabbing, betrayals. Okay, you have. And so for you to overcome that and still be intact in your physical form, you have spiritually been reborn, and you walk and operate in your spiritual nature now. And so you're being reintroduced and introduced to people as such. Like your spirit is speaking first. That's why Rich Homie Quan, I love his energy. It's just unfortunate. I'm hearing speculations and allegations around his passing, because it's a lot. And, you know, I'm one of those reasons, I'm not going to tap into this man's personal space like that. Okay? He had a whole life, whole family, whole emotional state. And he was a very rich spirit. And that's why, you know, even to connect with his energy, or for his energy to be like the opening of this reading, I feel like it's such a beautiful thing, because his passing has been felt heavy. For those of you who don't know him, I get it. You know, you don't know who I'm talking about. But Rich Homie Quan is, I'm going to say he is a staple to hip-hop culture for his time. And his presence was felt here. I will say, I personally feel like he did receive a lot of flowers. There are more flowers for him to receive before his passing, but even after, unfortunately, he's receiving more flowers that he can't tangibly say thank you, but he spiritually felt. Regardless of this man's shortcomings, we all have shortcomings. The way you operate, like, it was something that I'm trying to remember. Like, people remember people's spirits versus like the physical aspect in a way. I'm trying to see how I could put it. Because people can accumulate a lot of wealth, a lot of recognition and things of that sort, and encounter a lot of people in their life because of the lifestyle that they have. Like, for example, with his lifestyle, he met a whole bunch of people, came across a whole bunch of opportunities. And in those settings, he left those people remembering him. He left some kind of deep impact on people. And sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes people can meet a whole bunch of people, but this impact, it's a deepness, it's a depthness that you'll feel or you won't feel. Okay? That you obtain within or you don't obtain within. Because some people are, it's kind of like this. Some people have beautiful faces, beautiful homes, cars, just beautiful things, right? But their spirit could be very ugly, opposed to someone who doesn't have all those things and they have the most beautiful, pure spirit. So it doesn't matter what you can obtain in this physical world. Your spirit is going to live and speak on for ages, for lifetimes. 10 on the timer. Yeah. It's like a cycle has been ended. Like you ended a cycle of your spirit being walked over, probably, or played with, misled, or even yourself going to keep going back and forth. I'm hearing back, forth and forth, like with your karmic cycles or with a particular person in your life. You have to reintroduce yourself to people out here. And people are not ready to meet this new you. Okay, 10:33 on the timer. A lot of people were surprised that you withdrew. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. This new you, like you withdrawn from a lot of things, people, places, and things. And a lot of people, this new you, they feel like, oh, they acting brand new because they withdrew from our crew or something. Or you withdrew from saying I do to everything. 11 on the dot, 11:01 on the dot. Yeah, because you was the one who always would say it. You was the one who would raise your hand first in class so you could be like, hey, I know the answers. And everybody would know you know the answers. Okay? But you withdrew raising your hand to say I do. To say, if you think about I do, they say I do when you get married. It's a commitment. You are committing to everything with saying I do, I will, I shall. Anything else you need from me? And nothing's wrong with being there for people, right? Because even though you withdrew from saying I do, you could have still been around these people. But since you don't say I do anymore, they thought you was acting brand new. 11:44 on the timer. A lot of people thought you were acting brand new. Are they not used to you saying, no, I'm good? You do you. Okay? You let people do them now. You step in when you should or when you think that it's a necessary thing, you know, depending on the situation. But you're more cool, calm, collected, and chill with your approach to people now. So people are not expecting this new you. I'm hearing like a new hairdo. Like, oh, you acting brand new. You got your hair did. Your nails did. You acting brand new. No, you just pampering you now. You just loving yourself. It can't nobody play you. You done been played 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. You've been played over and over again. And now you like, I'm focusing on this mission. Your divine mission has a lot of people, I'm hearing, frantic or in a frenzy. I'm hearing in a frenzy. Let's see what frenzy is. And I'm going to look up, messed up. I'm also going to look up 414 because that was the length of the video for Rich Homie Quan. Let's see what that says. Excuse me. Spiritual burp. So look at this. 414. And y'all can look up the video too. It's called Intro. And the length of the video is 4 minutes, 14 seconds. So angel number, this spiritual number carries a profound message of transformation, signaling that positive changes are on the horizon. The number urges you to embrace the shifts and opportunities that are unfolding in your life, trusting that they will ultimately lead you to greater fulfillment in alignment with your soul's purpose. You see what I mean? You align more with your soul's purpose to where this is you. It's a reintroduction of who you are because you are in more alignment with you. You have transformed into your spiritual avatar. I don't want to say your spiritual avatar. I would say you've been in this physical avatar and now you have transformed into your spiritual aura. Okay, your walking aura of who you are. I saw 1414 on a timer. That could break down to 5-5 because you definitely are out here and that equals 10. Yeah, you completed a cycle. You're focusing more on you instead of focusing on more of other people around you. And see, ironically, focusing more on you is allowing you to even help more people. I'm hearing Jerry Maguire. I used to watch Jerry Maguire all the time. But he was like, help me, help you. Help me, help you. Like he was trying to be there for the football player Cuba, because who was that? Tom Cruise and Cuba Gooding Jr. So Cuba was a football player. Terry McGuire was his agent. And he just went on a whim. He worked for this big ass company, and I think something happened with the company. He had to quit, or he did a rational leap of faith and quit. Nobody was with him though, like they said. Only one person, which was Renee Zellweger's character, forget her name, and she was like a secretary. So she's like, I'm with you. So it was just them two out of a room full of people. It was only one person that really sided with him to be like, okay. So not a lot of people gonna side with you. It's gonna be like a room. You can have a room full of people that think, oh, these people are with me. They for me. And then when the tough gets going, these people flee. You don't know where they went, or they go back on their word, or something. Well, only one person is for you, so I gotta go with the flow of the other people. I don't want to be. It's like people don't want to stand out to stand alone, or to stand on their word. It's like, no, I can't stand out. I don't want people to look at me like I'm the weird one. I'm the crazy one. If I really go with what I believe. So the fact that you really go with who and what you believe, and you stand by the Most High Creator and your spiritual team, and you listen to the green lights of your spiritual team, and you recognize the red flags more, it's creating people to, like, you go against the grain. A lot of people don't go against the grain. Like, well, I need this 9 to 5. I can't just quit. Y'all go do you. But see, you took that leap of faith, that first leap of faith, possibly with one believer. One person who believed in you after so many people said they did. Only one person did, though. Or maybe 0. Let that sink in. You had one person, possibly 0 people, who actually believed in you, or stood next to you, or stood by you, or walked with you. You could have had, I'm hearing plenty of talks with so many people, but who actually walked that talk and stood firm? And as you reintroduce yourself to people, you reintroducing yourself to yourself. At first it's kind of like, a little odd, a little awkward, but you realize, I'm like, I like it here. It's more calm, it's more peaceful, and you are not accepting anything less than who you are and what you're capable of doing. And it's allowing you to even have more of a keen sight and a keen ear of listening and observation, right? So you have reintroduced yourself because you are on your road. I'm hearing it's a road to recovery after a lot of the back trail. Okay, the betrayal and backstabs. Like, you had a lot of back trails. These back trails, you kept cycling back, getting stabbed in the back, getting stabbed in the back. Or this person, you thought they was changing. You thought, some people you thought did change when they reintroduced themselves to you. Or some people could be coming back to reintroduce themselves as changed. And possibly they have. The fact that you now know the difference, it could be hard for you to put that guard down because you have been played with for a moment as your chosen vessel. You're a chosen vessel who is divinely guided with your gifts. See, Spirit has given you spiritual qualities and spiritual gifts to divinely guide humanity. You are literally utilizing your gifts for humanity instead of for self. So you're selfless with your gifts. Other people become selfish with their gifts to obtain more. Okay? So some people probably thought you would jump on a bandwagon with a belief system or a situation, a project, a thought process or something. But see, I'm hearing also, because I heard this earlier, which is another reason why I was stemmed to do this calling. You've removed yourself from, okay, thank you, spiritual team, because this was before I saw the Rich Homie Quan video. And that's why I started my meditation. I was like, okay, I'm getting the message. I heard you have removed yourself from those gossiping energies, or from energies with low vibrational conversations or low vibrational intentions. You know, not to talk negative or bad on nobody. I am one of those readers. I'm open-minded. Everybody is who they are. We all make bad decisions. It's just that sometimes you find yourself surrounded by individuals who probably stay on a low frequency. And this could be individuals who speak on a high frequency. It's like they speak on high frequency, but they operate on a low frequency. And that low frequency could be either lying to people, talking about people, you know, gossiping, whatever, the negative, evil eye towards people. And you could have found yourself doing that too. Or just being a part of those conversations. Even if you weren't bad talking people, you still were sitting amongst those conversations. And it's like, let's say either you talked a lot in those conversations and or you didn't talk a lot in those conversations. You were still affiliated with those conversations with your presence. Okay, but now that you've taken your presence out of that and you don't talk as much, or you just don't even listen, you've removed yourself. People might even think that's you kind of being funny. And excuse me, my little niece is getting a little attitude. She being getting an attitude. See? And unfortunately, spirit gonna have to yank people up sometimes to learn that lesson, to learn a lesson of respecting value and morals and values. What I'm hearing, a lot of people forget their morals and their values. I saw 2222 on the timer. So let's see, values and moral. Okay, my mom is like, y'all, my little niece getting in trouble. I'm telling you. It's 2222, spiritual number. Let's see, spiritual number. Hold on one second, y'all. So it says, it's a powerful message from the spiritual realm indicating that you are on the right path and in harmony with your higher self. Exactly. See, you took the road less traveled, 2255, which is the right path. You had to get yanked up and yelled at from spirit if you have an attitude. So my niece, backstory, she's been having like back talk, okay, and not listening and being disrespectful in some cases. So it's to a head where she's not listening. So that's my mom just had to kind of tell, like, no. And sometimes we have to be cussed out. I call them my spiritual cuss outs. Sometimes I get spiritually cussed out by my ancestors, by the Most High. Are you listening yet? Are you realizing these people are doing this to you? Or why are you keeping yourself in this karmic loop? Or why are you being ill, like evil eye vibes towards other people? You know, we have to get ourselves out of those things. And sometimes it's not hard if it's a conditioning that you're used to, or if it's an upbringing. So Spirit is telling me the people who have constantly been in these loops of intentional negativity, Spirit is yanking them up. You know, like when you get yanked up by the collar, when your mama or dad, or they pull you by that ear. No. Spirit is like, it's time for something. That's why you have been reintroduced to people, because you're no longer getting those spiritual cuss outs like you used to. Like, you learned your lesson, okay? You sat in time out. You've been in hermit. You've been learning. You've been growing, and you're still glowing. So Spirit is proud of you for that, because you are on the right path as you embark, in harmony with your higher self. All right, spiritual team, let's go with. I keep using these new cards. Trying to make sure. Let me see. So there's gonna be these. Divine Feminine at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, burden barrier. See, you were a burden barrier with these God complex people, and Wheel of Fortune is here. See, you were a divine feminine who carried a lot of burdens because you cared about people. And some of these people had a God complex. So even like you are a new energy to these people, these God complex people. You're not carrying their burden no more. They can't allow you, again, you've been reintroduced. Like, you are not carrying this burden, these loads around anymore of other people's pain, hurts, you know, their shortcomings in their own lives. Like, you were even there for people, picking up the slack for them, and you still had your own burdens on your back. And no one, like I heard earlier, you could talk to a lot of people, but they're not anywhere near you in the times where you are going through your burdens. And you still shine like a divine feminine. So a sacred energy of creation, nurturing, and wisdom. This force inspires growth and healing, guiding us to live with compassion and strength. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. That is Proverbs 31:25. Honor this powerful essence within and around you as it shapes your purpose and path. Yep. Burden barrier. Consider the loads you carry. Are they yours to bear? This card is this card is a call to release the weights that bow your spirit, to unburden yourself from the past grips, let go, lighten your load, and step into a future unchained by old grievances. Your strength lies in the ability to let go and move forward with grace. See, and you did. You moved forward with grace even though you let go. Miriam, you finally let your guard down to yourself. So there was like a guard you had around your own self, but it didn't block but people were still going through that boundary. Because you were guarding yourself, but you were still allowing people to overstep those boundaries or something. And so now you've let down the guard for yourself and you've placed up healthy boundaries. And no one can get around you now. See, when you were guarded was like in your low vibrational state. You were guarded to be your true, authentic self, to where people could just walk over your boundary line. But now that you let down the guards of who you are freely you, walking in your divine light. You know the healthy boundaries to put up now. And see, that's the reintroduction of these God complex people. So God complex says this person believes they're always right and refuses to listen to others, making their journey tougher because they won't compromise or embrace humility. Being open to others' ideas and acknowledging their own limitations could ease their path and lead to richer, more meaningful connections. See, some people don't understand why you stop carrying certain burdens or stop communicating or stop talking in those conversations, right, that we said earlier, that could be low vibrational, or doing things that are low vibrational that don't make you feel good at the end of the day. Because see, your Wheel of Fortune, that's why Spirit said you're receiving your Wheel of Fortune now, because I'm hearing the light is air. So you're receiving your Wheel of Fortune because you let go of the burdens, spiritual burden, and now you're light as air to receive more of your Wheel of Fortune. Embrace the turning of the Wheel of Fortune, for it brings the cycles of destiny into motion. As it spins, it reminds us that every phase of our life serves purpose. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Trust in the journey, knowing that the wheels turn is guiding you towards your ultimate destiny. So, you're on your way to your ultimate destiny. Okay? All right. I'm not gonna be on here much longer. Gotta get ready to get off. Ooh, Canary's call. Canary's call. Any storm that you're going through, this too shall pass. or it will definitely get better as you reintroduce yourself. Not a lot of people not gonna understand the spiritual journey, right? How many times you got to say that? As a chosen one, you know, complex situation. See, you were in a complex situation with these God complex people. In complex situations, seek clarity and calm. Step back to assess with clear mind and open heart. Approach the intricacies with wisdom and patience. I think I said that wrong, but embrace each step as a chance to learn and grow, ensuring that your decisions lead to resolution and harmony. Yeah, you're out here growing and learning. You don't think that you're better than anyone. It's just a learning and growing. It's kind of like, let's say this. Oh, people think that you're better because you're leveling up. Well, how can you say that? If I pass first grade, I'm definitely going to go to second grade. I'm not throwing that in your face that I'm going to second grade. It's just a part of me leveling up. 3111 on the timer when I said that, which is 411. You just gain information to move up your spiritual journey or whatever endeavor that you're encountering. You've mastered the skills to move up. So if I'm in school, I'm not bragging. Well, I'm in 10th grade because that means all 10th graders should brag then, since we leveled up. So people think that just because you're leveling up that you're bragging about it, or that you're on a higher pedestal or something. It's just like that's the level. You leveled up. You're not leaving no one behind. You're just going up the scale. And these people could do the same in their own lives. It's just that some people like to compare their life and their wheel of fortune. Okay, Spirit, what else we got for this message? And then we'll be ending this reading. Thank you, spiritual team. Amen. This canary's call keep coming out, so I'm a prayer time. Let me see what canary's call is. Oh, weeping eyes, rope connection. Prayer time. Connect with the divine and embrace the power of prayer. It's a reminder of the comfort and guidance waiting when you reach out in faith. Let the scripture inspire you. Hold on. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened. So that's going to be the canary's call. This bird song, messages of hope and joy, signaling an end to crisis and urging balance in life. It reminds you to blend duty with pleasure, promising that storms pass and harmony awaits. Rope of connection, a symbol of ethereal bonds connecting the physical and spiritual and bridging time itself. Reflect on the unseen energies and the magic and connections that shape your journey. Remember, you are eternally linked to the greater cosmos. See, this is like that rich homie Quan energy. Being linked eternally in the cosmos. Because it does say a symbol of ethereal bonds connecting the physical with the spiritual and bridging time itself. So, although I didn't meet Rich Homie Quan, okay, here I come in the flesh. Here I come in the flesh. It's like, hold on, let me go. I'll be right back. apology. I thought I was going to end that reading and I had to go outside for a minute. But thank you for your patience. So, yeah, you're connecting with people of all walks of life, spiritually and physically. I'm hearing emotionally. Like, that's funny, I heard emotionally. Then the weeping eyes card is here. Like, you're on this new emotional endeavor, like of connecting with self. Because I did hear earlier, like you have been reborn in your spiritual self. Thank you, Spirit. So this is making life emotional in a way, because the physical part of yourself and those physical connections that haven't really leveled up just yet to their spiritual aura and truly walk in it, it's kind of like, it's bittersweet moments of releasing those things. And that's another reason why people don't, you're being reintroduced. You're kind of unrecognizable. And it could be sad to let things go. So let's see. Remember, though weeping may endure for a night, joy comes in the morning. That's Psalms 35. These windows to the soul reflect both the heartache of the darkest hours and the promise of renewal at dawn. Behold, in each tear a lesson of resilience, in every glance a spark of forthcoming joy. Let empathy be your guide. For the shared understanding of grief and hope, we find our profoundest connection. So, you are I'm hearing that some people are even weeping for you. Weeping for the connection that could have been lost. But I'm also hearing that your change and your beautiful aura that's now lighter, it's allowing the world to heal and cry tears of joy. I'm gonna leave it there though. Again, I apologize for me having to get up for that moment. But I do hope this message resonated. If it didn't, don't force the fit of this reading. And if you ever want to get in touch with me, my email is in the description of this post. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed and just supported this channel. It's much appreciated. I'm very humbled. And then for those of you who are new, hi, welcome. If you like the vibe, you guys can always thumbs up the video if it resonates for you. But do not force the fit of this message. All right, I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings, and namaste. Thank you.